Hi, Yogi here. I'm eating lunch in my car. It's a sandwich, salami, and Munster cheese. And then I have these Ritz. They're all broken, but they're those Ritz like buffalo flavored chips. Pretty good. Hi, everybody. Yogi here. Doing all right. Hope you're doing all right. It is a beautiful day. The last 2 days were really stormy and it's kind of yucky. Today it's, what is the temp? I don't even know. 80. It says 80. It doesn't feel like 80. But it's lower humidity. It was so oppressively hot the last couple days. Especially at work where I work. It was very, very hot where I work. Because I don't have air conditioning. Yeah, I have fans and stuff everywhere, but it was pretty hot at work. So, you know what? I have some time to kill before I have to go get my hair cut. And I thought I'd just come on here and say hello. And that's why I'm saying let's do lunch, because I'm eating my lunch right now. So I'm going to turn my camera around so you have to watch me eat lunch. So I'm in West Bend, Wisconsin. This is wonderful. Here, let me fix the camera a little bit there. This is wonderful West Bend, Wisconsin. I hope you all are doing well this fine Friday. What's coming up? What's new? What's exciting? My birthday's on Sunday. I will be 58 years old on Sunday. Yeah, so that's going on. What have I done so far today? How has my day been? Got up around 7:30. Chilled out at home for a little bit, made some eggs for breakfast, and then I just kind of chillaxed. Mrs. Yogi slept in because she gets up very early every day, most days. So then I was already dressed and everything. So then I went to Regner Park, which we're passing right now, and I did some laps around the pool, the swimming area. So this is Regner Park on the right. And there's the football. Yeah, right. There's the baseball field. And this is called Silverbrook Drive. This is where I come and sometimes just chillax. Going on over by the creek, whatever you want to call it, depending on where you live. And, right on the left is a political sign that got vandalized. That's nice. Yeah, that's nice. Can't even put political signs up anymore without people trashing them. So, yeah, I'm just killing time, folks. I got a hair appointment at 1:45. I thought I'd come on here and say hello, see how you all are doing. If you want to comment below, I will try to answer those comments. It's a little harder when you're driving to catch them and read them and answer them, but I will try my darndest. Yesterday was interesting. I went out to film, and I had just put gas in my gas tank, and I was up in Fond du Lac County, kind of close to the city of Fond du Lac, actually. And all of a sudden, my check engine light came on. And it was solid, and then it would flash. And then it was solid, and then it would flash. And this happened to pretty much the whole... Well, I pulled over on the side of the road. I put my hazards on. And I had a feeling that it was a spark plug issue. Because my car, I kind of know what happens when how my car runs when there's a spark plug issue. And it was kind of running like that. But I was a little bit more concerned because of the flashing, the engine light. Because if it's a solid engine light, chances are it's nothing that can really damage your car. But if it's a flashing engine light, you're supposed to pull over immediately and, just get a tow truck or whatever. I did not want to pay like $500-600 to have my car towed. Because I was like 25 miles away when this happened. So I did not want to have my car towed. So I was like, you know what? I've got so many miles on this car. If I end up having to, I didn't want to put a lot of money into the car either. So I was like, so I'm on the side of the road, put my hood up, I start looking, what's going on? Everything looks okay. It smells a little funky, but everything looks okay. Car pulls up next to me, a guy in a truck with his kid, and he's like, everything okay? I said, yeah, I don't know. I just, my check engine light just went on, and now I got a weird smell under the hood. The car feels pretty hot, but I had been running the car for, you know, like a half an hour or so, and it was a hot day, hot muggy day. So I said, I don't know. I'm thinking it may be a spark plug issue. And he's like, well, you know, I live right down this road. I'm like I'm not on a main road. I'm on a side road. I'm like in the middle of nowhere. And this guy was like, well, I live right down there on that farm. So if you have any issues and, you know, you need to like pull in and just to get off the road, just pull in and get off the road, you know, follow me or just come down there. And I'm like, oh, thank you very much. That's very kind of you. So I get back in my car and I'm like, thinking about it. I'm thinking, okay, this car's got almost 300,000 miles on it. And maybe it's just time because, again, I'm not sure what's going on, but I think that it is the one of the cylinders are misfiring. So I'm like, you know, I really don't want to put a ton of money in the car if it's something serious. For another car if it's that's the problem. I'm like, I'm gonna go for it. Again, I'm 25 miles outside of, about 25 miles away from my house, and I just do not want to pay like $600 for a tow. So I took a bite of food. Why? I don't know. Because it's lunchtime, I'm hungry. So I decided to just go home. Because at home I have a, you know, diagnostic testing kit. And I just want to see what the problem is. So I decided to go for it. So I've got my hazards on. I'm trying to think what's the best way to get home where I'm on the least amount of busy roads, because I don't want to, you know, slow everybody down. Oh, gas came down a little bit. It's $3.89 now. This is South Main Street, by the way. Do me a favor, folks. Give us a like, please, if you're watching it and you like it. Likes are very important to the YouTube algorithm. So this is South Main Street, and back to my story. So I'm driving like 25, and depending on how fast I drive, the light will either stay solid or it'll start flashing. So if I start going really fast, like over 25 miles an hour, it starts flashing. But it doesn't stay flashing. It flashes for a little bit, and then it goes solid again. So I actually filmed all this for like a members only episode, but I'm just not even going to upload it. So anyways, was that Jesus? Anyways, so I'm sitting there, and well, I'm not sitting there. I'm in my car and I'm driving, going 25 miles an hour. So it took me like what should have taken me, you know, 25, 30 minutes to get home. It took me about an hour. And I finally limped home. I did have to go on Highway 45 up by Wakusta for a little bit. But then I decided to get off before, because once you hit Kewaskum, it gets really busy. And then you have to go on Highway 45, where the speed limit's like 70, and I was like, I do not want to do that. I really don't want to do that. So I ended up limping back home. Finally got home, got out my reader, my diagnostic tool, and hooked it up. And sure enough, cylinder 1 misfire. So now I know what I have to do. I have to go to the one of the auto stores, which they're all unfortunately on the south side of town. I live on the north side of town, so we're looking at another 3 miles of driving just to get that. And plus, the skies were getting dark to the west. It's going to start storming soon, and I'm like, okay, well, I got to make a decision here. So I get in my car, go to Advanced Auto Parts on the south side of town, pick up a new spark plug and a new I always forget what to call those things. Anyways, the spark plug and then the cover that goes down onto the top of the spark plug. I totally forget what those are called. Anyhow, so I go and buy those two things. It was like $70, and I get home and I can find most of the tools I need to change this thing, but not all of them. So luckily my neighbor was home, and I said to him, I said, hey, I'm going to change my spark plug in my core pack. Core pack, or there's another word for it, but core pack, ignition core. I said, I want to change this out real quick. I'm missing a couple of things. Do you have them? Can you help me out? He's like, sure. So he gave me the stuff I needed. 15 minutes later, I had the spark plug changed out and the core pack changed out. So took it for another test drive. Car was running much better. The check engine light is still on, and it's solid now. It's not flashing or anything. I haven't reset it, but I'll probably take my diagnostic tool and reset all the codes, and it should go away. So that was my day yesterday. I really didn't get any filming done. Actually, I didn't get any filming done. The first thing I started filming was my journey back to West Bend from almost Fond du Lac, taking side roads and just yapping about stuff. So got that taken care of. It was only a $70 issue, which is good, because if it was going to cost me a lot more than that, I wasn't about to put a ton of money into my car again. This is the clinic, the West Bend Health Center, right here. I'm just, like I said, folks, I'm on here killing time. Thought I'd stop on real quick. I have a hair appointment in 25 minutes to get my hair cut, what's left of my hair. And I can tell you another great thing that happened. I was at work the other day, and we were looking for these screws because there's this riveting machine that we had to set up for a job. And they have a couple riveting machines, but it had to be a specific riveting machine. So we got it together. We pulled it over, got it all hooked up, and then we couldn't find the screws to put the there's like a plate, and you got to screw in this piece that the dish goes over so you can rivet it, and we couldn't find the screws for it. So I went and decided to look over by the other two riveting machines, which were over by a racking, where you have, like racking, and then you'll have like another rack with pallets and stuff like that. This thing was pushed up right by the pallets. The problem was the one pallet was about 6 feet high, about 6 feet off the ground, and it was hanging off the racking a little bit. And I had a hat on because I wear a hat when I'm working, and I could only see so high because the hat was blocking the view. So I decided to bend over by this riveting machine and check to see if there were any of those screws that we needed. And I caught my forehead, or above my forehead, on the corner of the pallet, this wooden pallet that was sticking out. And man, I saw stars, and I was just like, oh, what the? So I was a little irritated. So I let it be known that I was a little irritated, because I'm looking at this pallet and I'm like, why wasn't this pallet put on this racking better than it was? So I didn't push the pallet in or anything. I waited till one of the top dogs walked over by us, and I said, hey, just wanted to let you know I just smacked my head on the pallet, and I left the pallet out because I wanted you guys to see how it was, and that, that's kind of not a good thing to have these pallets sticking out so far. It should have been pushed back on the rack a little bit more. So that happened to me. I think that was Tuesday. Yeah, it was Tuesday. My new job is going well. Problem is, it's their slow time of the year right now, and I'm only working 3 days a week. I mean, I have the option. It's kind of weird because you have the option of working Thursday, but there's really nothing going on, and you don't know if they're gonna call it a half day or something like that. And I don't want to go in for just a half day, so I was just kind of like, so this is going to be happening until, I guess, where they're actually doing a full plant shutdown for a week before the 4th of July, which is kind of a bummer because for me, I don't have PTO built up. I don't have any time off I can take. So I guess the week of the 4th of July, I'm going to have to go back to, I hate even saying the words, DoorDashing and Ubering. I don't want to. I really don't, because gas prices are so high. I mean, they're coming down, but they're still high. And it's just not worth it. One of the things I thought about when I was thinking about the Thursdays being off and all that stuff is like, I'm not working Thursday and I'm not getting paid. I get paid Friday for 4 hours, because if you work 27 or more hours during the week, they'll pay you 4 hours for today, Friday. So because our schedule is supposed to be 6 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Monday through Thursday, so we'll work 36 hours, but then we are off on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but we get paid for 40, so we get paid 4 hours on Friday, which is, again, that's a really cool deal, and thank you to the company for doing that. But, after being hired, it was like, it's a slow time of the year, and, you're off you have the option of taking off Thursdays now, and so I was thinking about it, and I'm kind of like thinking to myself, okay, if I worked on Thursday, that would be cool. But if I didn't work on Thursday, you know what? If I was doing DoorDashing and Ubering, I would be filling my gas tank probably 3-4 times during the week. And I'm not kidding. I would usually have to fill my gas tank at least 3 times a week. So, you're looking at $40-something filling up your gas tank every other day. It all kind of evened out, in my opinion. So I just decided, okay, I guess I'm off Thursday. So this is going to be happening until at least through the beginning of July. And then they're having the week before July 4th, they're taking that whole week. They're shuttering the plant, and which I was told by employees they hardly ever do, but it's just that they're so far ahead, they just don't have the work right now. So that's going on. I like working there. The only problem I have is that my feet are usually pretty sore at the end of the day. And I bought a $180 pair of shoes that are supposed to be really, really good for standing on concrete and standing for long periods of time. And they've helped, but it still hurts. Especially by the end of the week, my feet are very, very sore because I'm not used to being on them like that. So here's South Main Street again. Let's go this way. Whoops. Don't do what I just did. Right over there on the left, that's our city hall. and the police station's there as well. In my opinion, ugly building. So, that's how my week's been. As far as episodes go, I just uploaded the Tobacco City episode, which is Edgerton, Wisconsin. And I have to be honest, folks, I'm getting a little frustrated with YouTube. And again, maybe my content's just not good enough to put out there. I don't know. But it seems like my views are going down and down and down. And I understand it's summer and people are out doing a lot more things. But I feel like I can't get any traction. I can't get any traction at all. And it's frustrating because it's like, you know, I look at all this stuff that shows up on my feed and these AI generated thumbnails, and they're just ridiculous. I'll give you an example. One was for some tornadoes that apparently hit. I didn't click on it or nothing, but the thumbnail shows like people running away. Everything's destroyed and the tornado's right behind them. It's like, come on. And then you look at the views and there's like 300,000 views of this video. I'm like, why are you people clicking it? Maybe it's bots. I don't know. But it's very, very frustrating because is YouTube like a pay to play? I don't know. Comment below if you have a YouTube account or know anything about, you know, like a YouTube channel or know anything about YouTube. Is it like a pay to play? I don't know. But what I do know is that my views are just like my Tobacco City. I think it's at like 25 or 26 views right now. And it's been up there since, I think, yesterday. Again, maybe my content's just not, I don't know. Maybe it's just not good enough. I don't know. I start to doubt myself because why am I not gaining any traction? I see other channels that seem to be having the same kind of issue. But it's like, you know, I've been on here for 6 years now, over 6 years. And I'm just kind of surprised again at just how, I know I've talked about this before, but I'm trying to figure things out. I'm really not that kind of person who wants to sit there and put in stupid thumbnails and AI crap and the facial expressions. You know, it irritates me. It's like, why can't you folks just be genuine, not have to do all these reactionary thumbnails? And I think I've been guilty of it a couple times, but I'm not doing it on purpose. These other channels, you know, they're just, I don't know. I really don't want to call out any other channels, but I look at some of these channels and I'm watching their content and I'm like, and yet these people have, you know, 300,000 subscribers and their videos are getting so many views. And then there's my channel. And again, folks, it could be a lot of things. It could be I'm just not, you know, doing a good enough job. I don't know. Unless somebody else tells me, gives me some constructive criticism, I don't know. I just keep doing what I'm doing, and people watch it, and I get thumbs up on those episodes, and I appreciate it, folks. I really, really do. I'm just trying to figure out the whole YouTube thing. I show my videos on Rumble too. I have a Rumble account. I'm, you know, being totally honest and open. I have a Rumble. Why not? Equal opportunity. Let other people see it too that aren't going to use YouTube. So I put my videos on Rumble, and it's been a slow process there too. It's been, I don't know how long I've been on there, maybe 3 years or so. And as far as followers on there, I have like 140 maybe. So but it seems like at this point, I'll put my views together, like looking at the YouTube views versus the Rumble views, and it seems like the Rumble views are outperforming the YouTube views at this point, which is making me start to wonder, should I leave YouTube and go to Rumble? I don't know, and try to build that up. Videos, well, my regular YouTube videos, my members only stuff, that's only on YouTube and Patreon. If you want to, and again, folks, if you want to see those and support the channel, I'm thinking of dropping the pricing down to maybe $1 for the first tier. It's at $2.99 right now, but I'm thinking of dropping that to $1 and maybe dropping the other tiers down a little bit too. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, I'm open to suggestions. I'm open to constructive criticism, not attacking, constructive criticism. So if you folks have any suggestions, I would really appreciate it. I'm just kind of wondering what is going on. You know, I'll give you a perfect example of maybe I'm just not in the right niche. There's a fellow YouTuber in Wisconsin, a guy I've met, Maverick Hayes. Great channel. He does vlogs of Wisconsin Dells, primarily Wisconsin Dells, and his viewership has gone way up. I mean, I think he's at, subscriber wise, I think he's at like over 10,000 now, but he's got that niche. He's got that niche, or niche, whatever you want to call it. He's got that market where you could just do Wisconsin Dells stuff all the time. You know, there's always something new happening in Wisconsin Dells, and he does a good job. He does a really good job at it. Him and his girlfriend Kelly, they have a great repertoire together, or rapport, or whichever words you want to use. But it's really a good channel, folks. And if you want to see stuff about Wisconsin Dells, I strongly suggest go check out Maverick Hayes' channel. I went and did I did a collaboration with him. He had a subscriber meet up a couple years back. I wasn't able to go last year, or this year actually. Was it this year? Yeah, it was in January. I wasn't able to go this year, but I do have a collaboration with him on my channel from his meetup. And again, nice guy. He's got that thing. He's got that niche where he can go and do the Wisconsin Dells primarily. I mean, he does food reviews and stuff too, like fish fry reviews and stuff like that. And maybe it's something I should do as well. I don't know. I do food reviews. They don't do that great. Some of them do, some of them don't, depending on what it is, you know. And there's so many people out there doing food reviews. But I figured small towns in Wisconsin, there's really not a ton of people doing those kinds of things. There's one YouTuber that I watch, Sightseeing Sally. She's in Wisconsin. She does a lot of small towns in Wisconsin. You know, I venture out of Wisconsin once in a while. I'm thinking of going to Illinois for something soon. There's something really cool in northern Illinois that I want to check out and film. But yeah, it's just been kind of YouTube. It's a very weird algorithm. And then you sit there and you watch your subscriber counts go up and then they go down, and then you wonder, well, is YouTube doing it, or does the customer just not, you know, or does the subscriber just not, are they just not interested in my stuff anymore and they drop off? You know, you don't know. But you see your subscriberships go down, you know, 3, 4, 5 people, and you're like, well, what did I offend somebody? What's going on here? So YouTube, it's just a really goofy thing. There's George Webb, or GW Steakhouse. Haven't been here in a while since I stopped doing DoorDash and Uber. So yeah, you know, just a couple things on my mind. The YouTube thing is constantly on my mind because it just makes me wonder, am I doing what I need to do to make this channel succeed? And at this point, I don't know. I don't know. I've been doing it a long time, and I'm just kind of frustrated. So, I don't know. So, I'm gonna finish my sandwich and go get my haircut. And then I gotta go shopping. So thanks for coming on, folks. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it on this beautiful Friday here in West Bend, Wisconsin. Please like this live stream. Comment again. Please be constructive criticism. Fine. Please don't attack. I won't tolerate that. Hype. I don't know if you can hype live streams, but if you can, hype it. Until the next live stream or episode, my next episode, real quick, is probably going to be Evansville, Wisconsin. So that might come out before Monday. I don't know. I've got so many videos backlogged right now that are done. I'm just releasing stuff. I know it says on my page every Saturday at 10 a.m., but I've been releasing stuff during the week and just putting stuff out there whenever. So, but Evansville, Wisconsin will be the next episode, small town episode. Really cool downtown, beautiful homes. So check that out. And until the next live stream, folks, this is Yogi from beautiful West Bend, Wisconsin on a beautiful late spring day. It's hard to believe summer is going to be, what, next week? Take care of yourselves. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other, folks. I got to go get my hair cut. I'm out of here. Take care, folks. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Talk to you later. Bye.